Okay, we're going to be studying the percent of change. The reason that you study a percent of change is sometimes numbers or quantities don't tell you the true story. One person can change by, well, let me get my marker up here. One person can change by 10, another person can change by 100, and the 10 can be a greater change than the 100 can be. Let me show you I'll show you an example as we go along in the lesson here. But just keep in mind that percents of change can sometimes be more accurate than quantities of change. So how do we find a percent of change? A percent of change is equal to the original amount minus the new amount divided by the original amount. Okay? So let's do an example here. Find the percent of increase and round it to the nearest percent. And here's our formula. The original amount minus the new amount divided by the original amount. Okay, we went from 60 to 75. Let me get a different color. Alright, so the original amount is 60. The new amount is 75. And we divide it by the original amount. So that gives us of negative 15, but we just go with a positive, okay, because we're going with the absolute value of the difference. And absolute value is always positive, so 60 minus 75 is 15, divided by 60. And then we come over here and we do 15 divided by 60. And that gives us 60 goes into 152 times. 2 times 60 is 120. With 30 left over, bring down to 0. 60 goes into 300 5 times. And that's 5 times 60 is 300 with 0 remainder. So that means our answer is 0.25. We move the decimal 2 places to the right, and that gives us 25%. That's our percent increase, okay? Now, let's do the second one here. We've got 88 to 99. So we went from 88 to 99. That's the original amount minus the new amount divided by the original amount, which is 88. So that gives us 11. The absolute value of negative 11 is 11 over 88. Let me erase this other one. Okay, so we've got 11 divided by 88. Okay, 88 goes into 110 one time. 1 times 88 is 88. That leaves you with 22. Bring down a 0. 88 goes into 220 two times. 2 times 88 is 176. With 44 left over, bring down another 0. 88 goes into 445 times. 5 times 88 is 440, and we have a remainder of 0. Move the decimal over 2 places. That gives us 12.5%. But we were told to round to the nearest percent. Okay, this is tenths of a percent. This is the nearest percent. So we look at the number right here, which is a 5. Remember, if it's 5 and above, we round up. So we round this 12 up to a 13%. And that's our answer. Okay? All right. Now I want you to do number 3 and number 4. Stop the video, do these two, and then get back with me. Okay, so we got 135 to 200. So we go 135, the original amount, minus the new amount, over the original amount, which gives us 65 over 135. So we come down here and we go 65 divided by 135, and that gives us 4. 4 times that is 540. With 110 left over, bring down to 0. 135 goes into that. 8 times. 8 times 135 is 1080. With 220 left over, bring down another 0. 135 goes into 201 time, and that gives us 135 with 65 left over. We move the decimal over 2 places. We get 48.1%, but we're told to round it to the nearest to the nearest percent, which is right here. So we look at this one. If it's 4 or below, we leave it like it is. So that means we've got 48%. Is that what you got? Did you remember to round? Let me erase this. All right. We got 12 to 18, so we go 12 minus 18 over 12, yes, equals 6 over 12, which gives us, and if you want to, you can reduce this to 1/2. Okay? Because 6 goes into 6 one time and 12 goes into 12 one time. So that's 1/2. And most of us would recognize that quickly to know that that would be 50%. But if we're having one of those days and we don't recognize it, we can go 1 divided by 2. 2 goes into 10 5 times. That gives us 10. And we go 2 places to the right, and that gives us our 50%. All right, to make a profit, stores charge more for items than they pay for them. That makes sense, doesn't it? See, what can happen is I can come up with a great product. I make it for $2. Let's say it cost me $2 to make it. And I sell it to a store for $5. I make $3 on that. Okay, so I'm happy. Then the store has to make money off of it. So what the store will do is they'll mark it up to $9.99, and on each one of the ones that they sell, they make $4.99. Okay, that's how the system works. Okay, somebody makes the product, and then somebody sells the product. Typically, I mean, usually there's what we call a middleman here, and that's one of the reasons why prices go up. And when you buy directly from somebody who manufactures some product, you can get it. Sometimes, most of the time, you can get a less expensive price because you don't have this part right here where they charge from 2 to 5. You can just you can pay the $5 amount. Does that make sense? Okay. So to make a profit, stores charge more for items than they pay for them. The difference between the selling price and the store's cost of an item is called the markup. So if the store buys something for $6 and they sell it for $9, okay, the markup is $3 because you just go 9 minus 6 and you get 3. Okay. Find each percent of markup. Round to the nearest percent. All right, $22 marked up to 33. You can do this the same way with the original minus new over original. The original price is 22 minus 33 over 22. Now, remember this is going to be just the absolute value of this difference right here. So 22 minus 33 is 11 over 22. And we go 11, and 11 goes into 11 one time and into 22 2 times, so that's 1 over 2. We just did this one. 1/2 was 50%. So they had a 50% markup on that item. All right, now we've got one for, I'm going to let you do this one. Okay? Try this one, stop the video, and then come back to me. Okay, so we've got $13.50 is the original price, minus $25, which is the new price. $13.50 minus 25 is $11. Now, that's not what goes there. $13.50 minus 25. And on the bottom goes the original price, which is $13.50. So you can get going too fast and make mistakes, even somebody who's been doing it for years and years and years. So that's a good lesson to learn, is to take your time and make sure you're doing things right. $13.50 minus 25 is $11.50 over $13.50. And we come over here and we go 11.5 divided by 13.5. Move the decimal one place. Move the decimal one place. Bring down a 0. 135 goes into 1150 8 times. That gives us 1080 with 70 left over. Bring down another 0. 135 goes into 700 5 times. 5 times 135 is 675 with 25 left over. Let's bring down another 0. 135 goes into 250 1 time. Now we bring the decimal over 2 places. We've got 85.1%. Round to the nearest percent, which is right here. Look at the 1, it's 4 or below. That means we leave it like it is, and our answer is 85%. I hope that's what you got. All right, now another one. Sometimes when they get when you go into a store, they're having sales, and they'll tell you that they have a discount, and a lot of times it'll be a 25% discount, a 10% discount, or something like that. Well, how do they find that percent discount? Well, they take the original price, the difference between the original price and the sale price of an item is called the discount. So the store might have originally wanted to sell something for $10, and for some reason it didn't sell well, so they discount it to $9. So it had a $1 discount. Or it could just be the end of the season, and they're wanting to bring in new items, and they want to get rid of the old items, and so they discount the price. All right, let's find each percent of discount. You can use the same formula, okay? Original minus new over original. Okay, the original price is $70. The new price is $63. The original price was $70. So we go 7 over 70. And we can reduce that. 7 goes into 7 1 time. 7 goes into 70 10 times. And then we go 1 divided by 10. 10 goes into 10 1 time. 1 times 10 is 10 with 0 left over. Move the decimal 2 places. Fill in that spot with a 0. And we've got 10%. So there was a 10% discount on that item. All right, your turn. You do this one, number 2 here, and pause the video and get back with me. All right, so we started out at $10. New price is 7, and our original price was 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. Over 10 equals 3/10 is 0.3. Do you know how to do that? Then you move the decimal 2 places to the right, and so that gives us a 30% discount.